Great rewards don't wait, so why should you? Through the Invigor Book and Buy Grower program, you could earn a $30 per bag rebate when you book all of your Invigor hybrid canola by November 14th. Talk to your retailer. Terms and conditions apply.
Bernard Tobin here at the Farm Progress Show, Decatur, Illinois. I am over at AGI now, catching up with Kent Woods. Kent, how's it going?
It's going great. It's been a good show so far. It's been busy here down at Farm Progress. Beautiful day. Yeah, it's been good.
I want to talk about smart augers, and we're going to have a look at this technology. But before that, let's talk about the UTX auger. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the UTX auger is our U-trough version of our auger that we use for truck loading. So it's based on a platform of a U style for the fact that it gets more capacity, so the grain will actually float on top, whereas a tube auger limits our amount of capacity. So it would be our largest capacity wise for our truck loading augers.
Yeah. Now let's talk about this smart auger. Tell me about how smart it is and AGI's partnership with Monarch.
You know, what happened was we looked at how we wanted to get into the electrification of our augers. That's where we're looking to head for sustainability-wise for farmers, for where we have to do as far as cost savings, the rest of it. So we started to look at electric augers and found a partnership through a connection that we have through one of our board of directors with Monarch out of San Francisco, California. But when we started to look into it further, we went, electric isn't the way we want to go. We want to find a way to make this a smart auger. And when we say smart auger, how do we add safety features? How do we add real-time analytics? How do we add real-time tickets? How do we improve the overall performance of the unit or reduce labor time? So how do we make the auger more cost efficient, more benefit to the end user and the farmer? And that's where the technology started with.
Tell us about the technology. What makes it smart?
Yeah, so what makes it smart is that the platform is built off of Monarch's One Wingspan AI program that they have. So the reality is when we get into farming and get into everything we do right now, we're trying to find a way to make it smarter. So this auger, when we start off right off the bat, it has a human detection field. So as a young child or something's running up, this auger will shut down. So it'll save that person from injury, it'll save that point. So if you down near the hopper bottom on it, if you're trying to run it, the idea behind that is if we're trying to make it that do-all, end-all unit where you can run right from the cab of your tractor, so you don't have to get out in -20 weather, -40 weather, you can do it from the push of a button. But at that point we had to say it has to be safe. We can't have someone put their hand in there, someone to run it. So it's got a human detection field on it for that part of it. Smart-wise on it, it has 3 cameras. So when I'm looking at it and running it from the cab of my tractor on my app or on my phone that I'm running it on, I have a camera up at the top of the spout that looks down towards where I'm unloading into the truck to see how far my truck's going, where it needs to be, if I need to stop it, where my level is, where I need to pull forward. And then one that's monitoring down through the auger to see where the controls are, where's the surroundings around, and then one right at the hopper to make sure we're not having leaks or spills down the hopper where we need to adjust it. So through that, you're able to have real-time vision like you're standing beside the auger, but you're doing it from the truck of your cab.
Tell me more about the benefits for the growers. What is this technology helping with?
The whole idea is that from our standpoint, once you have it set up, it's a one-man operation. So you're not having to have one person running your gates on the bottom of your bin, one person running your truck, one person running the auger and running back and forth. It literally is that one-man operation. I pull up to the day, I put my auger under the bin, I'm unloading it at that time, I set it up. On the bottom of it, we have a foot pad that actually raises and structurally will lift right underneath the gate. So you can leave your gate on your hopper bottom or your unload wide open at that time and the grain won't spill out. So at that time, you can go to your truck and now you can start and stop it. What's happening there though is it's analyzing everything that's happening. So it's taking the real-time torque values and so that's going through it. So as it might be getting full through the auger and looking at plugging, it would actually slow down and battle through that torque. So you're not worried about that shear values. It's taking analytics of where you are. If you had the density of your grain, you'd actually know real time how much crop you're actually moving. So I can run through that and go, that truck load left, it might have been 1,000 bushels out of it, and I just document where I'm in. So you know through the day how much you've actually taken out from it without having the weights that you get from the the ability there. So I can look up that, load that on there, and look at it and see where I am.
Amazing technology, Kent. Hey, where do we go from here?
Well, even with this right now, we're at the point where we're starting to geo-map it. So if I have a bin yard that has bins over there, power lines, I can now geo-map every one of those locations. So this auger comes up to a power line, and it'll actually stop 7 to 10 feet away, so it doesn't run the risk of coming into a power line. So another extra safety feature on it. Bin-wise, you can map every height of your bin. So if you have a local hired hand that you're using, if he's backing in with the auger or moving it in on the wheel move, that height of it will recognize that it's too high for that current bin that you've mapped, and it'll stop, so you lower it and make sure it goes in. So that's the idea. From here is, how do we add it to everything? Where do we take it? How does it get to our conveyors? How do we add it to the next level, the next product that we do at AGI? And it's a overall, what are we going to do, and how are we taking it to benefit the farmer and the customer in the end?
Final question, Kent. When does AGI make this available to growers?
Well, obviously right now we have our conceptual prototype. We'll run some more testing through it through the cold winter months and go through it from Canada. And then the ultimate goal would be July of 2026 through August 2026 that we'd have a launch of the first ones.
Great stuff, Kent. Appreciate you making some time for Real Agriculture here at the Farm Progress Show.
Thank you very much, Bernard. Thanks for having me on.